Alright, before the video begins, please don't expect any high editing or convoluted shit in the screen. You're getting gameplay, I'm sorry, but we gotta get straight to the point. I'm flying out to Oklahoma like tomorrow while I'm recording this, so let's just do this now. A new crate came out recently, the Summer 2022 crate for Team Fortress 2, and I'm very upset about it. Now, obviously, there's people who will mock you for being upset about them updating TF2, them being Valve, but an update like this only goes to show that Valve doesn't care about the game, Valve doesn't care about TF2, Valve doesn't care about you. They don't give a shit about anything besides money, right? So let's get into it. So the cosmetics that came out, sure, they're pretty cool, right? They're not bad, they're whatever, but it's just so odd to me that Valve decided to release a monetized system of getting items that do nothing to the game instead of fixing some of the major issues that are still present. And I know they have been doing small patches here and there to try to fix the game, really small innocuous sorts of things to, you know, kind of appease us. But when the Save TF2 movement happened, and when it was trending on Twitter, I really expected Valve to, at the very least, put their weight behind fixing the game. Because we got them to respond, you know, and they said, oh yeah, we're working on it, right? But they just haven't really been doing it. I know they only have a handful of devs, there's not only one dev, right? But that's not a real excuse for the company to not be fixing this game, because they have a lot of fucking money, a lot of money. Valve is worth, I want to say, billions of dollars, and they are too cheap to find people who, which they exist by the way, that want to work on this game and fix it. I don't know why Valve doesn't do it, I don't know how it works in the interior, but all I know is they have a lot of money, they have the power, but they just don't, right? But back to the point. I think it's a huge betrayal of trust that Valve would go ahead and release this crate and ask us to pay $249, which you're not being forced to, right? To buy these hats and crates items just to look cool and not to actually enjoy the game itself. And look, I think people that buy the crates are part of the problem. And if you're a friend of mine and you bought the crates, I'm sorry, but you are part of the problem. People see these crates and they jingle these keys in front of you, and people take the bait and they pay $250 for each key. And they buy these crates and they give this company who's got a ridiculous amount of money and a ridiculous amount of capital they can throw around, and they just keep feeding the beast. You know, they don't think about what their actions are causing. You enable this company's disgusting behavior, right? Like if you're dating somebody and the person is a lying, cheating scumbag, and eventually you start crying, you're like, please just treat me well, and they tell you, you know what, I'll try to do better for you, right? And the next day they hand you a single rose, and you're like, okay, that's pretty sweet and romantic. Now I expect the behavior to change. And the day after that, you find him naked in the back of somebody's car. You're not going to accept another rose, are you? But people, for some reason, are. And it's really getting goddamn annoying. Because as much as I want to blame Valve for their behavior, you have to blame the community. You people who are buying these keys and enabling this company. There needs to be a boycott on these keys. People need to stop buying stuff from this company. But of course, people are going to keep doing it. They're going to keep feeding them money. Whether it's, you know, man up tickets, whether it's keys, whether it's anything from the store or trading in the marketplace, they're going to get their cut. And here's the fucked up part. If you guys haven't noticed, a lot of people are getting unusual effects. A lot of people, way more than usual. We're talking like near levels of crate depression. And now I don't have any solid evidence, I don't have any statistics, and I'm hoping there could be some sort of data mining or some sort of digging that you can find on these crates. But I know a lot of people, and I know some of you probably do, that have unboxed at least one unusual. Somebody unboxed 2 unusuals in one crate that I know personally. And it almost feels like to me that Valve may or may not have, this is just speculation by the way, that Valve may or may not have artificially changed the drop rates of unusual effects in the crates. But why would they do that, right? I think personally it's to lure more people into buying more keys and getting more crates opened and making double, triple their money what they usually would, because I never open my crates anyways. But as soon as you hear that people are getting unusuals left and right, what are you gonna do? Well, I might as well try 1 or 2, right? And that's an extra $250. and they can multiply it by however many thousand people, that's a lot of money, and they're making that for free. They don't care if the unusual market tanks on this new generation. They don't care. Everybody's gonna have an unusual, right? Maybe not. I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. Okay, calm down. But a lot of people are gonna have these unusuals, a lot more than what they usually would, right? Get it? Unusual, usual. And they don't give a fuck about the economy. They don't care about all the trading. They just want their money, which again, they're already worth billions of dollars. So what does this mean? Think about the big picture. Company worth a lot of money. The community being alive. This meant over a decade later, right? It was 15 years later, right? And people crying out. There's enough power in that community where they can cry out publicly and ask for action to be taken. Enough so where you're forced to respond, right? We'll work on it. And then you pull this shit. You fix a couple things here and there, innocuous little things, right? And then you get back to your typical bullshit, right? There's no comic coming. There's no genuine heavy update coming, which, by the way, I don't care about there being genuine updates. I just want them to fix the fucking game and put a bow on it. I don't care anymore. Give me the comic. Give me the heavy update you promised. Make the game playable for actual players, right? But none of that. There's going to be none of that. They don't give a fuck. Again, they're selling you down the river for $250 a key, a digital key. So Valve, at this point, doesn't care. I expected the company to fix the game before they monetized it. And I told myself and my friends, if they don't fix this game before they release a new crate, it only goes to show what the company is. And too many of you people are too blind to see this shit, right? When Zesty Jesus says stuff like this, you guys just dogpile on him, right? You just dogpile on people who are quote like, oh, negative, oh, people complain about the updates. If it's not a good update and if it's a shitty behavior, you have to call it out. And on top of that, you have to call out the people who enable it. So you people are enabling this shit. So if you're watching this and you've followed to this far into the video, you need to never buy a key again. Don't buy a key again. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Because the more you give this company, the more they're going to keep doing this bullshit. There needs to be a movement of people refusing to buy the next set of keys and stopping from here on out. It needs a hashtag. I don't know. I don't care if this even gets popular. I don't know. I don't care. This is my 2 cents. Stop buying this shit. Stop enabling this company because they're already worth so much money. They've promised you something that they haven't done yet. They don't want to hire people to do this, even though, again, they have the fucking money and the resources and the power, and they think that you're just a bunch of fucking chumps. And if people that have bought the keys at this point, yeah, you're fucking chumps, alright? Fuck the clout for unboxing 15 new crates for YouTube. Who gives a fuck about the clout? You're selling your soul to the devil, so stop doing it. This is just something quick, again, not fancy editing. You got gameplay, that's it. I don't give a fuck, whatever. I'm flying to Oklahoma, like, tonight to go hang out with Beard and stuff, so if you like it, like it. If you don't, let me know. Start a conversation on Twitter about it. I don't know, we could do the hashtag, use the hashtag, I don't know, hashtag Boycott TF2, I don't know, come up with your own, I really don't care, but don't buy keys, don't buy crates from the store, don't buy cosmetics, weapons, anything that has to do with the official Valve store. Stop buying stuff. Just play the game, have fun, that's what the whole point is. Stop letting them monetize you. It's a free game that you can have totally, again, for free. It's fun. Just don't let them monetize you. They're taking advantage of you. Stop doing it. So yeah, that's it. I don't care. Whatever. That's the end of the video. Probably sounded like a jackass, but you know what? I don't care. That's my position. So have a nice day, and Valve has betrayed your trust. Sip on that like a fine wine.